Hello, beautiful angel. Welcome to this corner of the internet. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Henry. I welcome you. Today is a very gloomy day outside. I find myself sitting on the floor. The floor is kind of uncomfortable, but I also feel like it is exactly where I want to be right now. I just did a little stretching session and I could not fight this feeling to sit down and record this right quick because the last couple of days, there's been a series of events that made me come really like more home to myself. So yesterday I had the opportunity to see one of my favorite artists, if not my favorite. I would say she's definitely in the top 3. I saw Lorde live. And this, for me, was one of the most magical events of my life. I will hold it forever in my heart. It changed me in a way that I cannot explain yet, like fully, but what I got from it is this, and also the reason why I'm making this video, basically. I want to talk about authenticity and the fact that the less polished something is, the more it's going to be captivated into other people's hearts. And I cannot stress this enough, and I used to fight this so much with my whole being, because for majority of my life, like, I struggled with OCD and like controlling issues and like anxiety and all of that stuff. And it has only recently clocked to me, the more imperfect I am, the more imperfect I am. Oh my goodness, not me already showing what I'm trying to preach here. The more imperfect I am, the less polished I am, the more comfortable I am with taking up space without needing it to be perfect, the more it speaks to people's hearts. And I've recognized this over and over and over again with so many videos that I post, because I post a lot of videos, on social media. A lot of the times, whenever I feel like this video is kind of like, I don't know, like the truest version of me and less polished, or if I feel like insecure about something in the video, a lot of the times exactly that video is kind of, in a way, life-changing for some people, or gives them inspiration or motivation, or like there's something inside of it that even I cannot grasp. And this message, I feel like, is extremely important to people that are slowly but surely like starting their journey of like becoming an artist of any kind, whatever you want to create and want to share with the world, whether you just want to like be an influencer or write books or write songs, whatever it is. There's people that are already watching you, even if it doesn't feel like that, that are going to come out of the woodworks and be like, I've been watching you for a while, you inspired me so much, you changed me so much. And the more imperfect and vulnerable I became, like, as I'm presenting myself, because we're all imperfect and vulnerable, obviously, but like, once you start showing that version of yourself, shit gets so magical, and you will find your people. You will find your people. You will find your community. There's something so magical about it, And like, I don't even know how I can tell you the connection between the Lorde concert and like this realization that I have to yap about this in a video. Also, I just saw 444. I cannot really tell you the truest connection because I just don't know how, like, to explain it. But to me, because I don't really put artists on a pedestal that much, but to me, like, as I said, like Lana Del Rey or Lorde, I feel like if I met them, like, literally in person and I got to talk to them, I would be quite emotional because their art and everything that they created and their soul, like, created, like, speaks to me so much and, like, healed me in ways that are quite bizarre. And so when I went to that concert, all I saw was this super raw, honest, imperfectly perfect, authentic, I think I already said that, person on stage that, like, sang from their heart, like the purest, rawest, most authentic self. Like, I have never, like, I've been to a couple of concerts in my life, and, like, seeing some of my favorite artists and stuff, like, nothing has matched the energy from that concert. Like, and the energy she brought was kind of like, it gave me an awakening where I was like, you know what, I am so sick and tired of pretending, like, and this is such, it hit really, really deep because I try to control so much. I try to control so much in my life, in, like, the way I appear online. I'm very scared of people seeing my imperfections. And I felt this message more and more recently because the more polished I am, the less I like myself, or, like, the less I like how I show up online. So I just want to be as authentic, vulnerable, honest, and raw as I can possibly be, because the way I saw that in her on stage, to me, captivated my heart fully, and I realized I want to do the same. And I want to give people the same experience, and I want to give people this, like, proof that the more authentic you are, the more you will find magic and you find your people. And after seeing Lorde, actually, I ran into a subscriber of mine, which has never happened before. And she was so sweet, and she is also pursuing her own path of music and being an artist. And I saw that radiate within her, and it was so beautiful to witness, like, another person being so deeply in her element. And it just kind of, like, strengthened that message. And that was very beautiful. And yeah, if I could make you take anything away from this video, it's just, like, be as uncomfortably raw and authentic as you possibly can. Obviously, time and space, like, if you are working for somebody else, and if you're working, like, a 9 to 5, or, like, whatever you, like, if you go to university or something, or, like, if you've just only met people, like, I'm not saying to immediately, like, be this open to everyone, because unfortunately in today's day and age, like, or, like, forever since humanity began, like, we have to be careful about who we let in. But I'm not saying that you should, like, you have to have a healthy balance, because oftentimes I see, like, it's very black and white, you know? Like, we have people that are super open, super vulnerable on the internet, and then, or, like, in general, not on the internet, sorry. And then we have people who are just super closed, like, that you cannot reach. And I think we need the middle ground. The middle ground is the sexiest and most juicy balance, you know? And this is the next level version, like, of myself that I want to become, that I want to project onto the outside world, into other people's eyes, orbits, energies. Like, I want to be super authentic, but then there's parts of me you will never see, you know? And there's parts of me that not even the closest people will get to see, because I built this romance between me and me that is so deeply personal, and there's parts that I only want to enjoy for myself and that nobody will ever see. And like fantasy worlds that I built, or like a book I wrote, like, what's it called? Romance novel a couple of years ago that nobody ever saw, just because I can, you know, like, have this balance, you know? Have this juicy as fuck balance. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? I don't think so. But expect more of those type of, like, almost nearly unedited videos coming more, because I feel like I have this itch to post more videos, but then this version of me, like, that's kind of like deeply tucked away within my brain, is like, no, it needs to be perfect. Like, shit, fuck, no. It does not need to be perfect, and the more imperfect it is, the more needed the message is, and I feel like that's what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm entering this era of being authentic as fuck and not caring anymore. I just want to post videos. I don't fucking care anymore about the perfection. I don't want to be polished. I don't want to be like, I don't want to have a perfect intro. I don't want people to see me and then be like not even be able to see my silly little quirks and imperfections. Like, this is what makes me me. Like, if I see those things in other people, they're instantly more likable. So I want to project the same thing. So yeah, just expect more of this shit to come onto my channel. Because I'm done trying to polish a version of myself that is the most beautiful when it's raw and authentic. You know? Anyway, I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Whether you come from TikTok or Instagram, or you found me on YouTube, or you have been a long time YouTuber, subscriber, thank you so much. I love you. And one thing is for sure, like, I will probably never stop posting videos, but I keep evolving and evolving, and my podcast is evolving in a different direction now. It feels more intimate than ever. And yeah, I don't know. And I've had this energy in my orbit for a while, but like, this concert just strengthened it and put it to reality. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. Have a good day. Be yourself. I know it sounds so cheesy and simple, but if you truly apply that, your life will be changed forever.